Hey, Susan. How you doing? How's your day going? Let's keep Tina lifted. She said she wasn't feeling too good today. She just got off. So if my sister doesn't make it, but she's still here, just had to make sure. Oh, wait, there she is. Hey, Tina! My blind self. Hey, my Tina. I was just saying to Susan, if my Tina don't make it, she said she wasn't feeling too hot. Well, good to see you, sis. I hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling better than you felt, at least. Ugh, I know that feeling. And this is like, oh, cold season. This weather over here is just flipping. Like we had the 70s, then we're in the 40s, and it's just, oh, it's that weather. It'll get you. It'll get you. It'll get you. How's your day going otherwise? How y'all doing? It's been a week. How you doing? How you doing? Selfie says, how you doing? How's it going? Hold on one second. Where's where I'm looking for? Okay. Y'all know me. I can't see. I'm trying to look at the screen. I said, hold on. I'm gonna have to go into here. I have to come up in this chat. Hey, selfie, how you doing? Just Jules, how you doing? It is so flipping coach. I kid you not. I don't do smoke rooms, and you know what I mean, because I got a pet. And I was standing outside like, oh my goodness. It reminded me of when you had a job and you went outside for a smoke break. And some days you're like, man, this might have to wait till I get up in the car when I leave because it's too cold. And this the tip of it because Chicago get real cold January, February. But, ooh. Yeah, that wind made me change my mind. I was like, I'm in. I'm in. I went out there. I'm in. I'm in. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. Snuggle Bunny, how you doing? It got me. I'm like, oh, wait. I need some warm weather. I need some warm weather. That's why I said, wait, they sending me to Vegas. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I've been a lot of places, but Vegas, New York are two places, in San Diego, three places that I have not been that I am just, man, trying to get into. Marianne, Queen of O'Hare, how you doing? I just set my notification for your live tomorrow, Queen of O'Hare. Corn's mom, how you doing? Sweaty Patty, how you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah, it's a cold day. Sweet potato, it's a cold day. It's one of them days where you're like, all right, if I got a fireplace, light it. Shoot, if you got a fire pit and you want to be outside, light it. If you got some cocoa, drink it. It's woo, no. But just standing out there chilling. I was on the bus stop. Spiky, I just was watching a little bit of your 1000K when I jumped in the shower. Congratulations. If I hadn't said it, I'm saying it now. Congratulations. Straight up. It's warm. Oh, I'm surprised it's warm out there. Cause that's where when we cold, it seems like y'all are freezing. Yep, you bundled up. I'm telling you, it's cold. Yes, right. I swear, when I'm cold, I'm always like, Nino, sleep close. Lay close to me. Let me get the warmth of your body. I feel like he Jacob in in the Twilight series. Remember, she freezing. They like, Bella, you're gonna have to use Jacob. Say, he's my Jacob. I promise you. Oh, electric blanket. Oh, see, don't you know how you know it's getting cold? Because your cover feel better. Boy, when you got to get up and go to work, the doctor, wherever it is, you got to get up out that bed in the morning when it's cold out. You be like, nothing feels better than this. And sometimes I come from under the cover and be like, hold on, get back under here. They want me to get into this world with them? Like, heck, no, man. And I'm telling y'all, I use public transportation, and these last, I normally drive, but man, these last 2 years, the thought of my eye going out while I'm driving scares me. So it makes me not want to drive because I don't have control of that. I don't know when it could happen, when something could glare, and I just lose vision for a second, so I don't drive. But man, y'all, that public transportation in the winter, I have you saying, I just ain't gonna go. People like, hey, you want to come? Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. You do it. You do it. And people like, well, just Uber and man, I still got. Sometimes it's so cold out here, you don't even want to walk from the car to the door. You like, you like that is punishment enough. I got frostbite from them. In the final 30, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Yeah, like I said, sweet potato. But like I said, oh, that cold weather, it make you miss summer. You ever been in the summer complaining like it's too hot? Oh my goodness, I can't take this heat. I just because I do not like heat. I do not. I can't go to sleep. The dog, how you doing? I can't go to sleep when it's real hot. I cannot sleep in heat. I could bundle up in cold better than I could sleep in heat. I just cannot sleep when it's too hot. So when it's real hot in the summer, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till it cool down. Now I don't mean I can't wait till it's freezing. I just can't wait till it cool down. But boy, you be in that cold weather, like I can't wait till it's hot. I can't wait to, and I always say when it's real cold, I can't wait to be complaining about the heat. I just can't wait because it's cold. Oh, Detroit. Oh yeah, you definitely getting that cold. Like I said, Detroit, Chicago, Minnesota, New York, Boston. Y'all, woo, it's a couple I'm missing out, but y'all, we get cold. We get cold around y'all. I told you somebody I knew from that New York side and stuff one day was saying y'all complaining about these old petty blizzards. A Minnesota person will really tell you like a blizzard. We get 6 inches in June. You like you lying. I ain't getting it in June. But they'll make it seem patty. I told y'all I was in Atlanta and they're like, it's snowing. That snow lasted 2 hours. It melted when it hit the ground. So I didn't know if it was snowing or if heaven had dandruff. Because it was just, I can't really call it snow. It left the ground. It left, I guess it was snow. We gonna call it snow. I was just excited because it was close to Christmas, and I was like, "Hey, I need some snow." I'm from the Windy City. We get snow, and we get pissed when ain't no snow at Christmas. I do. I do. I grew up with snow. I grew up loving the snow and being one of them kids. Like, all right, I want to play in it today, but here on out, don't throw that shit at me. We ain't making no snow angels. We're not doing none of that fun. No snowman with me. Then I had those moments where I'm like, all I want to do is make a snowman. I'm gonna buy this scarf just to make a snowman. I told you I'm so big. Oh, you talking to make man? I promise you, I'm glad we're not going at a time when it's that serious heat. Because Vegas got my brother lives in Arizona, and when he talk about that heat, I'm like, oh, that don't even sound like fun. But somebody told me that it'll be warm out there in the day and freezing at night. And I'm like, is it real freezing or freezing the next to how warm it was earlier? You know. But I can't wait. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm 42 now, but I've always wanted to do, for the last couple of years, I've wanted to do that zip line at Vegas. I've always wanted to do that roller coaster at Vegas. Those are things I've always wanted to do. I've always just wanted to get to Vegas, to be in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. It's Sin City. Who don't want to go? Who didn't grow up wanting to go? I mean, some may not. Somebody say, I didn't never want to go to Vegas. But I did. I did. I don't care what movie I was watching, casino, whatever. I was like, I gotta get there. I belong there. I need to be there. They'll love me there. And I'm like, and then people say stuff like, what happens in Vegas? They say, damn, this sounds like fun. People keeping secrets. People keeping secrets. Then HBO came out with a bunny ranch. I said, wait, they getting paid? Oh my goodness, it's just going down in Vegas. It is going down in Vegas. Now they got dispensary. Oh, Vegas. Oh, Vegas. So I'm so excited. I am so excited. Y'all just don't know. Mm. Oh wow. Why she weaved the bag together? Wow. Really? I thought it was better now. See, like I said, I wouldn't know Old Vegas. And isn't Old Vegas still up? Like, don't they have the new strip and the old strip? Kind of like New San Juan, Old San Juan. Like, isn't it both still up? I don't know. Never been. I've never been. I've never been. I'm born in Cali. I've been in Cali a few times. I've never been to Las Vegas. Never, never in my life. I've always wanted to go. I wanted to go since before you was old enough to go and do anything. I just wanted to be there. I just wanted to be there. I've never been to Vegas, so whoa, this is part of things on my bucket. Because I promise you, before I was too old, because I didn't want to go to Vegas when I go out there. Like, who they too loud? Oh my goodness, are they gambling? I'm getting too old for this. I don't want to get out there like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to go there like, did you say we got to walk? Oh my goodness. They're going to have to clear the sidewalk. I got to get my scooter going because I just can't. I didn't want to go. I want to go when I could still move around, when I could still actually stay up because my adrenaline is so excited. The lights are so bright. Now, here's another thing, y'all. The lights are so bright. It's going to be a lot of shade wearing. You know what I mean? Is she high or is she blind? They're going to say, no, honey, it's the lights. This thing is bright. I mean, damn, but y'all turn the light. What is the light bill on the strip? I'm gonna be walking down the street saying shit like, what is the light bill on the strip? Who pays for this? Who pays for this? Could somebody turn this shit on dim? Could you turn it on? We've been kicking it all night. I can see the casino. That's gonna be me. Because I gotta remember it's bright. It's up all night. And I could be up with it, but I'm like, hey, we gotta be up together with the sunglasses in hand. That's a lot of lights. I look at Vegas on TV and it's bright. I got to put my sunglasses on. If I look at the strip, I went and looked at a picture of the strip and said, "Damn, you better, you better take your migraine glasses too. It might get bright up in that piece." I don't care, one eye closed. I be telling y'all about it with my eyes closed. Like, man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I was walking down the street. I ain't even had my eyes open. I was getting it. I was living. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying life. Like, please, police. Police, I am excited. Mary Ann, how you doing? G5, how you doing? I'm glad you're feeling a little better, sis. I'm telling you, it's a season. Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I feel like everyone I know has been to Vegas with me. You just be just saying something like I ain't been, and everybody in the room be like, "I please Vegas, right? I did everything you could do in Vegas." I mean, I done had people literally tell me like, "My church trip." I said, "Wait, y'all took a church trip to Vegas and I ain't been." They was having wait, your senior group, y'all went to Vegas and I ain't been. Man, tell you, yeah, your parents gonna slow you down. Your trips go from a trip to Vegas to a trip to Disney. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. You ain't going to Vegas. You in Orlando. You forget Vegas. You hit Florida. You be like, man, I want to go to Miami so bad. I just want to be in Miami. Like, nah, but everything we want to do with these kids is in Orlando. You know what I mean? You ever see some adults bring kids and some shit that you think ain't nothing for them to do? This all adult stuff. You think we see who won the choice on where y'all went. Hey, hey, parents will come up in Dave and Buster's. Now, don't get me wrong, you can bring your young kids like 10, 12. Yeah, I mean, it's games. It's a bunch of games. But you're seeing people, they like 5 and 4-year-olds. And you're like, y'all should have been at Chuck E. Cheese. This ain't a Dave and Buster kind of night. Y'all gonna have to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And if you want something to drink, grab a Miller Lite because this is not a Dave and Buster's kind of night. It's a lot of grown-ups here. It's a lot of more grown-ups playing games than kids. So, it's really not, I mean, the kids can be there. It's a family place. I love Dave and Buster's. I love it. I love it. But I don't want to see a 2-year-old up in there. Because I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And they doing stuff like standing next to you while you shooting the hoops. And they standing on the thing next to you. They can't shoot the ball. You might as well shoot them through the net. I mean, like, what is, or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe that's me. It's like you ever go, I don't know if y'all like go-karts. and you go to them go-karts. Now it say clear as day, you gotta have a driver's license to try this. It's always somebody with a kid. Like, wait, they can't get anybody self? Thought I was gonna race them. How was you gonna race them? Because I had to have a driver's license to get behind the wheel. So I'm trying to figure out how you thought you was gonna bring your 10-year-old up in here, and they maybe that's just me. Once again, maybe that was just me. Because I'd be like, why are these people here with their kids? You gonna have to go take your kids to the go kart place that's for kids and adults. You're gonna take them there because this ain't the place for them. It was like a raid. I believe you. I believe you. You go to the courthouse just on a moving violation or with somebody, and they at court for some traffic stuff. Usually that's when I'm in court. I ain't sitting up in court on trials or nothing. You know what I mean? But you'll be sitting in the court. You just be thinking, this is the character. But what's more funny when you go to traffic court is how many people you see end up getting their car towed and arrested because they done drove to traffic court hoping today they get their stuff back. Say, baby, if you gonna drive, don't park in the parking lot at Maybrook out here. Boy, they be getting them every day, and I'm like, y'all don't get it. Don't drive your car and park up in here. Don't do it. Don't do it because they waiting. It's just I think they got cops sitting in regular cars just waiting. Like, I want to see if this will get about get in this car. And we know we just seen him up in the courtroom. Told y'all I was one of them before. I was just smart enough not to park in their parking lot. He said he was bored. Yeah, New York is just beautiful. I love New York. I love all the people. I love the fast pace. I love all the diversity. I love New York. I do. I love New York. I think it has and nothing, this is no disrespect, especially when they had the towers. I really felt like it had a skyline that could quite compare to Chicago. But in my eyes, Chicago has one of the best skylines ever. I promise every time I post a picture of Chicago skyline, I think this looks like a fake picture. And this was just me on Lakeshore Drive. This was just me shooting through downtown. This was just me shooting. You know what I mean? Like, we got a beautiful skyline, I must say. If I must say, Chicago got one of the best skylines I've ever seen. I done been in some people downtown and be like, wait, we entered downtown? What ain't where your sky at? Where they at? I need to see them. I want to see some business, some buildings. And then some people downtown, you go to they downtown, they got a whole doggone baseball stadium or something in the middle. You're like, oh, no wonder you ain't got no buildings. Y'all said, bump that, we jump at the stadium up in here. It's right here in the heart of it. You be in downtown Atlanta and stuff. You're like, wait a minute, we got a university. we got university, we got a baseball. This is a lot going on over here. But high rises, but skyscrapers, but a nice skyline. But as soon as I hit my city, I mean, you be coming in Chicago from any direction. You get about 50 miles out, and the Sears Tower says hello. The John Hancock greets you. I love my city. I love that skyline. I miss that skyline. I love that skyline. Oh, you're making sense. Yeah, you were telling a story about when you went and got a marriage license. But the only reason I know that your husband passed when you were 44 was because you said it yesterday, and I remember the story. So I didn't know exactly how old you were now, but I know you had said that. Oh, Dollywood. Oh, is it funny that now I know back in the day Atlantic City used to be something. So I really wanted to go. I was like, I want to go to Vegas and I also want to go to Atlantic City. I don't even know if Atlantic City is even still something. Am I aging myself that I want to go there? Breathtaking. It is. Yeah, at night. That's why any of my shorts you see, like that short at Navy Pier, I'm literally just standing at Navy Pier. Chicago was looking amazing. I didn't filter the picture. I didn't anything. It just gave you what it was. It said, "Hey, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful." I caught that skyline the other day. You know what I mean? Jumping on the oh dang on. I was about to call it the what nine hour. Yeah, I'm messing myself up. Was it 1994? But yeah, right by Roosevelt. You know what I mean? Right where you merge for the suburbs or the head up north. But anyway, I'm bad with naming these Z-ways. Some of them I know. But then it'll be the Kennedy 88. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know shit. The one I can tell you the town they take me to. But people, there's some people they know it. They give you the highway, the little signs on the side. You like, I have no idea. They like, you know, the number 183. It was right there on the. I'm like, I don't be paying attention to those, y'all. I call them sticks with numbers on them. I don't pay no attention. Unless you're on the highway, you driving out of state, and it's saying stuff. You're like, I gotta pay attention to this stuff. But some people know it. I'm not. I'm not very well with that. I'm not. I know how to get there, and if I go anywhere, I know how to get back. Man, on Lakeshore Drive, Chicago is beautiful, especially when you hit Lakeshore Drive from downtown to you getting up north. That say less. Like Chicago, man. No matter what they say, if you see that, it's like it's priceless. Give me the shots of Chicago. I ain't gonna lie. I used to get on the E-way, get on the damn ride when I was a shorty. Come down State Street, you see nothing but the projects, and somebody say, "Oh, you know." Then on the other side, I got the stadium. You know what I'm saying? When it was Comiskey Park, you know, it wasn't no U.S. Cellular, all this other stuff. And then the next thing you looking dead at is the skyline and how beautiful it is. And the more I drive on here, the man, Chicago is a beauty. And I didn't live here, and I came here and I saw. I was like, damn, shit, y'all skyline beautiful. Shit, is that the lake on the side? Man, I almost feel like I'm on the side with the ocean. That's the lake. Lakeshore Drive is beautiful. Lakeshore Drive is beautiful. It is. It is beautiful, beautiful. To live by Lakeshore Drive, I stay right in the hood. They had me right on 69. I'd be right in that mug on Jeffrey. Right, keep it. You had me on South Shore. You had me on Kingston over there. I swear I'd be right in it just to get that view, just to walk over to that thing and meditate sometimes. I connect with the water, but right now I'm in no water season, so I don't want to do your pools. I don't want to do none of that. None of it. None of it. I'm in that part of my season. Like, oh no, hell no. I'm not. You get in the pool? Oh no, you might be. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. Well, you know, I tell you one thing. What make up for the craziness in Chicago is what you see with me and people that you meet from it. Is that it's got like New York, it's had a lot of things, and if you hear it from the outside, it's way worse than it is when you come on in. And what you'll learn is just a lot of people, and they got a lot of guards up. They do, because they're from a different place. That's why I always tell people, don't compare some chick from Chicago, I don't care what race she is. Someone who lived in Chicago all through these little neighborhoods and ran up and down through here. Don't compare them to somebody who grew up in Louisiana. It could have been rough. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't bad. They're just two different places with two different things going on, two different ways that. So you know what I mean? It's totally different. It's totally different. Don't mean that we aren't both great women. Don't mean that we aren't both carers and nurturers, and don't mean none of that. Just means two totally different things. So you want to compare me to a Chicago girl or something? Compare her to some New York girl. Compare her to somebody from Detroit. Compare, give me something that can kind of sway the same thing and it'll still be different, but it's a different thing. It's just a totally different thing. It's totally different. It's not a bad thing. Chicago is beautiful, you know, but it got a lot. This got way too much going on that I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, hey, yeah, 69 and Trevor. I told him, shoot, my brother used to stay on 67, 71st. Like I said, please, all of them down. And my dad years ago stayed over by 71st, right by the doggone metro. Like, please. Please, I know Chicago so well. You say the street and trust. If I ever drove up and down, I can picture it. Oh yeah, you come on that gas station right there. There's one on both sides. But I go to one, I wouldn't go to the other to save my life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's some homes. Here's the thing: you go over there on 69th and Jeffrey. If you start going over back towards Stony, right? You get by all them apartments, baby. Some people be like, "Oh, it's not the private, baby, baby." Them all buildings, them all courtways and big buildings. Go over there on a nice summer night, and it's 400 people outside kicking the bobo from the buildings. But then go 2 blocks over, going, we not on yeah. Now we're going 2 blocks over, we're going back toward Jeffrey, and you're gonna find some of the some mansions, some beautiful homes. I'm talking about beautiful homes. Okay. It's like when you're on 47, baby, things can change. You can go from, oh my God, this is beautiful, to, oh my God, lock the doors, turn up. Baby, you said the low end, get me up out. Get, get, that's how up north be. People are like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. So you be like, baby, don't stop on Wilson. You better not be at that McDonald's. Keep your distance. Don't let this scenery fool you. But that's one thing about Chicago. You gotta know. You gotta know. Trust me. I know more people of different races that want to ride the trains than I know of my own race. They be like, I don't ride that train. Get on the dead line. Like, it's the red line. Yeah, for blood. I ain't getting on it. So trust me, Chicago just wear a different suit. So no matter what race you are, you got a whole different. You like, I live in Chicago. I ride the train every day. How dare you tell me about tough? I ain't got to be from the hood. I ride the train with everybody from that motherfucker every day. I'm as tough as them shit. I make it through them every day. That's how the train be out here. Somebody be looking at you like, I dare you. I'm on this train. I wish you would. And I ain't talking about just black people. I'm talking about everybody. But I wish you would. Wait, did you say about the taste? The Taste of Chicago. Please tell your husband I ain't been to the Taste of Chicago since 2000 and about freaking 12. I wish I would be at the Taste. Last time I was at the Taste of Chicago, I learned that them police ain't doing nothing for crowd control. I don't know what was going on. I don't know who let off a gunshot, but a gunshot went off. And you ever seen 200,000-300,000 people running at one time? It's not. And look, some of the people didn't even hear the gunshot. They just seen a stampede of a crowd. I was one of those people that was over there. They ain't had no gunshot. We just chilling. Yeah, blah blah blah. Let me get some of them Robinson ribs. Let me yeah. Why the fuck? Wait, what's that? Because the noise going. You hear people. You see people running. Oh, trust and believe you me. First thing I'm not gonna do is stand in the same path the crowd running because I'm not trying to get stampede. That's all. No, I'll never be back ever, never. I don't give a damn what they're giving out. Every restaurant that's at the Taste of Chicago is in Chicago. I can go. I can find them. I can eat them. I could do a world tour. I could find them because I ain't gonna eat everything there anyway. So yeah, and it's cheap if I go to their restaurant. So they can keep the taste. Them fireworks. You know what I learned? The whole city doing fireworks. I don't need to be down there. Secondly, I learned I don't even got to be downtown to see them. I don't even got to be downtown to see them. I'm pulling over at the point. I'm looking at them from fifth. Yeah. Let's stop. We're gonna stop, y'all. I'm gonna get out of Chicago. Look, I'm gonna get out of Chicago. Don't get me started, stuck a bite. Oh my God. Y'all, knock on wood. Thank God for medicine. Thank God for antibiotics. Today has been the best day of all the days. And it's like tomorrow's the day I was gonna go check, and then you want to get good. But boo, them other days, and then I can take a lot of pain. So when pain makes me unable to think straight, makes me I think, oh, I'm in a lot of pain because I can take a lot of pain. I have physical pain. I can take a lot of pain. I can take a lot of pain. I literally, you all know, busted my knee about 2 weeks ago. I posted the picture. Long story short, Like 2 days after I busted my knee, I banged it at my job on the side of the freezer, loading the shake machine, and ripped it back open. But the band-aids, don't get me started. And I thought, I don't know how, and I feel like every time, y'all, if I bend my knee all the way, I feel like I rip it back. Oh, it's just driving me crazy. Oh my God. Oh, oh, it's driving me crazy. But I'm so glad my ear is better. Of course, right now I still have what's wrong here? I still keep putting, right now I don't have it in there, but I keep putting tissue when I'm outside in my ear because something about that air though, my eardrum is still sensitive. So when it hits it, it just irritates. It's nothing like it was when it was in bad pain, but I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous. So I said tomorrow I was actually gonna go get some earmuffs because our wind is telling me it's time to cover my ears up. Like, oh, I remember when I was young, I could get away with a sweater outside. I can't no more. Yes. Oh yeah. And let me tell you, the last time I had an ear thing like this, I had it when I told you I hit that water and it was like I busted my eardrum and it was like, oh, it's swimmer's ear. I'm like, I'm not a swimmer like that. I was just jumping in, diving in. Like, oh my goodness, y'all. When that eardrum feels like it's ringing, it's like a sharp pain. But I literally was chewing something. It made my ear feel like it popped. How your ear pop, like when you're on an elevator or something. Made my ear feel like I popped. It made me stop and scared to eat. Like, oh, it was bad. So today has been a blessing. Today's been such a blessing. I got my earphone in my ear. I'm like, oh, it's been a blessing. Because it's been a mess. JJ, how you doing, sis? Let it be. I hadn't even spoke. How you doing? And I'm sitting here answering questions on what how you doing? It does. And it hurts so bad. What's weird is it hurts so bad that when my ear would be ringing, it made me feel like everything hurt. And that's when you realize everything, your ear, throat, and all that's connected to each other. Because it made it feel like all that hurt. But then when that pain would start coming down, it would just, when it started coming down, it was only in the ear and then it would go away. But if you let that painkiller wear off, mm-mm, mm-mm. Those first couple of nights, and then going to work and having that, oh goodness, too much. Oh, a double ear. Oh my goodness. That's why I said I don't know how these babies make it because I'm grown, and when I tell y'all, if cutting off my ear would have made it better, I would have took it. I mean, oh my goodness. That one night it was a couple nights during the time of because I went 3 days before I even started taking the antibiotics. So good, you know what I mean? Called in and get anything or have anything. And you guys, I'd be sitting here talking and thinking, I'm in a lot of pain. So I literally was like, with my hands, I'm holding, rubbing my hands. I'm taking my shoes off because when I'm in a lot of pain, I can't have something on my feet. Like I can have socks, but not my shoes. Like it's just something about it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm in pain. But that one day, every time I open my mouth, the sharp pain shot, and I thought, okay, I need to as calmly as I can end this because I am in pain. I am in pain. So yes, I am so glad. And it made this whole part of your face. So it makes your glands over here, just that part also. Oh, thank you, Lord. Woo! I feel like a soldier, like a rough rider that I made it through. Double ear infection. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know he can hardly sleep. Oh, poor baby. That's why I said an earache, a toothache, a backache. Oh my goodness. Mm. I remember working one day, and I worked at a school, and we were doing an after school program, and I forget what I was reaching for, but I went to reach for something in the game room with the kids. I went to reach, and when I did it, my back went out. And y'all, I tried to be a soldier because you're there with them kids. But when it did, it caught me like one of them pains that make you feel almost nauseous. It came in. So like, oh my God. So that's I'm gonna try to stand up. Y'all, I tried to stand up and I literally thought, oh nope. So I put my hands on my knees. And I just told the kids, like, oh, Miss Danny can't stand up. Like, Just give me a second. And they gave me a second. A second was a minute. It felt like it was 50 hours. And then finally, one of them brought a chair. And I went to go down to sit down. And I thought, oh, this is worse. This is worse. And I was like, oh, so I got myself to sit down. And then I felt like I was stuck there because I was still in a lot of pain. But I was telling them, all right, I'm all right. I'm getting a little better. I'm getting a little better. Anyway, at the time, my mother was the principal at the school. And so she gave me a painkiller. And I had to sit still in this game room. Because, I mean, I'm messed up. Like, hey, somebody please get my mind. Like, you know what I mean? Send her this way. And she gave me the painkiller. Y'all, when the painkiller kicked in enough to be able to fake walk, I'm walking, but like fake walk. I got to the front desk and I remember they were like, oh, Miss Danny, what's wrong with you? You seem aggravated. And I said, I want to cut off my back. Like, if I could just throw away my back, but it was on one side. So it was like, and all I could think is, I thank God it's not on both sides, but man, I had pulled like and that was the first time I ever had a muscle relaxer. And I was like, I don't like these things. I don't, but I had to take them. There was no way I couldn't make it through it without it. Like, oh, I don't know if y'all have ever pulled a muscle and you're, oh, and trying to stand on it, then get in that car trying to drive. Every time you moved your foot for a pedal, it felt like, oh. But a toothache, I've had kids. A toothache and kids, a bad toothache and kids ain't far off each other. That's a pain. Yeah, toothache, I'm telling you, that is, a bad toothache will make you be like, all right, look, we just gonna take this whole thing out. Y'all could just give me something else. Anything that had me never come back and have this problem again. Like, this is the wisdom teeth. Them wisdom teeth alone. The wisdom teeth alone made me want dentures. Oh. Yeah. And when it's a toothache, the worst part, like I said, when I have a bad toothache, or just like right now when I had this ear infection, it made me really, I always, when I'm in a lot of pain or when I've had some surgeries before, I know how people become dependent on those medicines. Because the worst thing is if you ever let them wear off and you back in that pain, waiting to get out that pain, waiting to be able to move. So you'll find yourself like, okay, I'm supposed to take it every 4 hours. I'm taking it every 3. I ain't hurt nobody. 3 ain't killed nobody. You know what I mean? Don't let one day you taking it every 3 hours and now I start wearing off, because then you'll shorten it up again. You'll double it up. The first day I got my ibuprofen, for some reason I thought I got ibuprofen 600. I took it. I was in so much pain that I just couldn't. I couldn't lay down. I could not do anything. I felt if I tried to lay on that side, I felt it. I felt if I laid on the other side, my ear felt like something was going on with it. I was just like, oh, I feel so terrible. And I took another one. And then I was like, finally, when it kicked in, I felt like, oh. But then when I woke up and I was scared for it to kick off, I went to go get another one. No joke. This is like, I fell asleep maybe about midnight. It's probably about 4 in the morning, y'all. And I'm thinking, man, just so this pain don't come back, I'm not in pain. I literally got up, not in pain. And I'm like, I'm scared for this pain to get. I went to go grab them pills. I looked and I said, wait, these 800s? I said, oh, no. You just took 2. 4 hours, but ain't no way I'm taking another one. If this pain kick back, I'm going to have to endure this motherfucker for another couple of hours. Yeah, because I was like, oh, no, because I told y'all, painkillers will mess my stomach up. That's why people like, oh, I got some Vicodin, I got some shit to definitely have you. Make sure you take the pain out of everything. Oh, baby, I don't want it. Because it's gonna have me constipated. It's gonna have me, you know what I mean? It's gonna have me unable to digest my food. It's gonna have me messed up. No, you can keep it. I'm trying to get off of them. That's why I said right now I'm on the leaves. I'm like, we breaking this down. And we're going to go from taking the leaves to taking nothing. Hey, Fire and Ice. We're going to go from taking the leaves to taking nothing. Yeah, but a toothache, like I said, that toothache is an ear infection I had. You can't make it without medicine. That old punk ass will leave, all that stuff ain't nothing. Oh, no. You'll be taking them down like gummy bears if you dare to try to use one of them for that, please, please. I told you that pain was so bad, I literally thought if I cut my ear off, it'd feel better. Like running in the hospital with no ear would have felt better. But I would have to take my eardrum with it. My eardrum was going to have to go. Because sometimes I felt like it had a heartbeat. My eardrum, I said, oh my God, does my eardrum have a heartbeat? Like, this thing is driving me crazy. I can't chew. I can't chew and my ears not feel it. I can't talk and my ears not feel it. Can't go outside in the air and my ears not feel it. Oh, when that sinus weather came in and my sinuses kicked in, really you felt it in your ear. It was times 10. Oh, so yes, I am so happy. It has been a week. It's been a week. Like I said, in this last week, I've fought an ear infection. In this last week, well, in the last little over a week, I fell and busted my leg open. In the last week, I made it to 1,000, subscribers milestone. In this last week, I have went, a little over a week, I have went from 3,100 hours to them sending me a thing saying I had my hours, but then saying I'm a little short. So I'm still just running the game till they catch up with what's going on. Cause I can look at my analytics and I can look at everything. I can look at everything and I can say, oh wait, this video was watched, that video was watched, these are coming up. This wasn't on here, but I just let them catch up. I let them do their job. I'll do mine. I've done that. I've seen Community. I'm going to Vegas on a blessing. Like, hey y'all, it's been a week. It has been unbelievable, and I really, 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 really have enjoyed this week. But what has made me move the most is the respect. That has me like the respect for real. Like coming in here, just like even coming in here today, just Jules up in here. We just chilling. We ain't in here because we talking about somebody bad. We just chilling. We talking. We put, you know what I mean? The things that people are doing, like that's what I like. That's what I like. I know everything ain't peach. Come on, y'all. Did I just hear y'all from Chicago? I know it ain't no white picket fences everywhere. Yeah. But see, you gotta have a place to have fun, to kick it where anybody can come. And it's not because it's our clubhouse you having fun. It's because it's the clubhouse we having fun. You know what I mean? That's why it's a kingdom. Like I said, everybody in here wearing a crown as far as I'm concerned. To the moment they come and ain't wearing no crown. And like I said, I'm still gonna be waiting for the day you put it back on. I promise you, because I don't win if you lose. I don't win if you win. You do. Everything around you and everything you touch does. So trust, I don't want to see us lose. I want to win. Hashtag win. So I've seen community, I've seen love, I've seen respect. Okay. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you. You have mine too. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get close to Tina Bull because I want Greek meals. Every time she mentions something, I want to eat it. I want to eat the comment. She'll mention something. I'm like, I gotta eat the comment. No, I'm a foodie. Just John, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You all make me happy that I decided to be a better person. You all let me know it's okay to be a better person. See, when you grow up hard, you grow up tough, you grow up rough, whatever happens to you that makes some guards go up. When you grow up like that, being a better person almost seems like being a weaker person. It makes you see you think like that. You think like that, then one day you realize how much better it is just being better. Just you know what I'm saying? When I started loving me and feeling love and that type of thing for myself, I definitely wanted to give it around, and I definitely wanted that around me. I definitely did because it's easy when you're in the dark. Like, it's real easy to get back in the dark. I told y'all the reason I say we can be a candle or a light is because sometimes the candle won't go out, but you can relight it. You can relight it over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And so, but sometimes you realize that you're the light. You are light. We all are light. And when you realize that, you just realize, go flick that switch right there. It cuts you on. And that's what I had to do with myself. I had to cut that light on. And sometimes I turn the light off on me and I just light the candle because I know right now I'm struggling with this here thing. So I might blow out a little bit, but I'm gonna relight. So that's how I look at it. I truly, I'm not perfection. None of us gonna be there. I just want to be the best me I can. I want to make sure that I don't second guess or regret the things I'm doing. I want to make sure that honestly I'm treating people how I want to be treated. And when they aren't treating me like I deserve to be treated, I learn how to get away. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I love when people love themselves, because then you don't have to worry about that other stuff that when you're not loving yourself, you're always questioning. I know when I wasn't loving myself, I questioned everything. Every motive, what somebody said, what they were doing, I questioned everything. I felt I would never be worthy of anything. So I just came on here. Like I said, I came on at a time when most would have probably went and shit. I was doing it at first. Laid in the bed some days and just cried yourself to sleep. Thought the worst things of myself ever. And I came as it got better. I came on here and I said, this is not only going to be my therapy, but I'm going to think about when I thought, why would I be on here taking my time to help destroy? When I'm begging for life to uplift, I'm begging for something better, and I'm going to come on here and be negative. I'm going to come on here and give you more than. I'm going to come up on here and beat up on a whole bunch of women who've been beat up on half their life, and I'm not even talking physically. I'm talking emotionally, mentally. I'm going to just beat up on them some more. Okay. I'm going to beat up on men. For what? To prove I don't need them. To what? For what? Why? I love when men are men. I love when the kings are in the building. I love when they don't say, oh, that's just something the women doing, because that's KKA. It's just some messy stuff going on over there. They must be, or they over there crying. Or we over there talking about cycles. No, we over here living. And in this here life, it's all of us. So we need the lights of the men just like we need the lights of the women. We need the kings just like we need the queens. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm on, is us all just helping to bring out the better part of us. That's why I said, when you come up in here, you can wear your heart on your sleeve, because nobody's going to take advantage of it. When you come in here, you can be a little vulnerable. You can put your guards down. You don't have to fight. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain who you watch. You don't have to explain where you go. Please don't come up in here and do it, because you don't have to. You don't. You don't. So, but no, you get loved up in here. You get respect up in here, because you came in with respect. Respect gets respect. So that's how I feel. Let me see what y'all say. See, like I said, y'all say stuff like that, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you, Just John. You always make me blush when you come around. Oh, and I have to say, the other day when I was in Bibles enjoying all that music, I couldn't even go to sleep. And we were talking about insomnia. Oddly, one of the things that also worked for me was listening to the sounds of nature, like the sounds of the ocean, the sounds of nature, that type of stuff. Honestly, would put me to sleep. And storms, the sounds of rain. It had to be completely dark where in the room I was in, like pitch black, and that would help like relax me to where I wasn't thinking. I just relaxed. And I saw when you put in there your last two relationships with Scorpios, and I really wanted to get in that conversation, but I knew if I got in that conversation with y'all that night, I'd be up till 4 in the morning. But I was so curious, because I'm like, well, I'm a fake Scorpio. My birthday is November 22nd, so I'm on the cusp. I'm a Sagittarius, but baby, if you know me, you know I'm a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. So it's all Scorpio love. I got a big old Scorpio tattoo on my thigh, like it's all Scorpio love around here, because I am one. I'll be one. I'm always going to be one. And I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm a bit of both. Triple A, is that who I see? I see it. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Well, we're glad you're over here, Sense. That's right. Don't feel divided. Anyone in here, I am here to tell you, here's a safe place. Like I said, this is such a safe place. You could come in here and be like, I like Pookity Snoop. First of all, I ain't came on here and told y'all I hate anybody. I told y'all who I don't like. I done said it. I done said it. But just because you like them don't mean, just because I don't like them don't mean you can't like them. Because I'm not supposed to like them for my reasons, and you should like them for yours. But even the people that I don't like, I ain't about to sit on here and disrespect or let nobody else disrespect them. That's how buck-witted I am. I'm not. So in here, it's like, please, y'all, we gonna like a bunch of different people. Period. I don't hesitate to tell y'all who I'm subscribed to, who I watch, what I watched. Come on now. We grown. You grown. I don't know who paying your Wi-Fi bill on here, but yourself. So whoever you going to see when you on the internet, it's on you. It's what you doing over there. You over there. Look, are you in each group like, yeah, Danny had said don't do it, but then I went over to John Giles and they was like, no, then that's a different story. But if you're telling them what I said, it wasn't nothing bad, so I don't really mind. I don't really mind. They said you ain't doing nothing if they ain't talking about you. You know what I mean? I just want to be saying good stuff. I don't want to be talking about that old bitch. Old skank. Her guts, dog. You like, dang. We ain't even did nothing. We came on here being nice and shit. We was being respectful. And they was dissing. But that can happen too. This is the internet. I mean, come on. This is the internet. The internet was making fun of Tracy Braxton, being sad that she died. I can't say, wait a minute, didn't y'all think something was wrong when you saw that she had lost that much weight? Didn't you think that maybe this is something we shouldn't be joking about? Or maybe we should tweet it. That's why I can't stand Twitter. Twitter degrades I can't. And if you ain't on there doing it, then it don't apply. But to most on Twitter, especially my people, it's the biggest place to degrade each other. Oh my goodness, I can't do Twitter. Even when what is his name? That played Black Panther. He's sick. They were making fun of him up there too. Always memes. People be like, they sick. We can't even be sick no more. You can't even be sick. Because then, if they not making fun of your sickness, they're deciding what you had. I can tell by the way they looked. It looked like they just sick. How about they sick? How about that? When are we going to look at that? Sammy, how you doing? Thank you, Fire. Yes, Snuggle Bunny, we do. I don't know if people really know how relationships and friendships are built, but they're not built overnight. And they're not built because I like this about you, but if I hear anything I don't like, I don't like it. That's not how you build relationships. That's how you judge people. That's how you sit around and miss out on great things. That's just how you do that. If you so quick, look, you might be sitting next to one of us, might be sitting here right now, and I can say something like, man, I tell you, if your kid ever did this, I don't mess with nobody who's kid. I might close the door on a few of my sisters who might have wanted to tell us one day about that, and we could have discussed and loved on and prayed for or whatever we needed to do to uplift each other, but they won't do it now. Because you done already said if somebody here do that, you think they might. I'm not that person. I'm the type of person to be honest about myself and be very transparent so that you understand. Because some people are taking your information just so they can throw it out, but I'm giving you way more than you gave me, so now you know this much. If I was ever to do you like that, here, I gave you something to do on me. There you go. Let's call it even, just in case. But I'm not here to do that to you. We could fall out. That's not what I'm here to do. I told you all. I had a friend of over 20 years. We fell out. Never going to sit on here and shit on him. Matter of fact, I've grown so much that I'm thankful for the friendship we had when it was that. Because there were times when I was young that I was off the chains. And had she not been my friend that had talked me off the ledge, I wouldn't have done it. I hate that our friendship ended the way it did. But some things are just a season. And I loved our seasons. And so I'm grateful for them. And that's it. See, that's how you grow up. See, you still better when you got to break them down so people can know that you are hurt, that somebody you cared about hurt you. Heidi, how you doing, sis? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm on cloud 9. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's what I said. One thing, that's one thing about when you know you're in a kingdom. It never being misunderstood that if we gonna come over here and people just gonna come and act. No, we ain't nobody up in here about, ain't no, we about it. You about it? I know I'm about it. So I'm not worried, but I'm so about it that that's my last resort. Like, I'm so about it that trust me, if we got to get to turn to that, trust me, it was the last resort for me now. It used to be my first resort, just so you could go and sit down because I'm going to prove you ain't about it. You ain't even out it, let alone about it. So, but now I'm like, for what? Because that might have been what they wanted out of me. That's like if somebody say, when I hear this on YouTube a lot, man, they was trying to get us into it. Well, it sounded like it worked. Yeah, you must have really wanted to get into it. Or people, we was just friends. And as soon as we fall out, I got all this shit I got to say bad about you. We weren't friends then. If I call you a friend, I mean it. I'm not just saying it because it sounds good. Because it take a lot for Danny to call you a friend. It take a lot, but most of what it take is that when I feel your energy, when your guard is down and I see your heart, you know what I mean? And I get to the core of you, that I know that's what it is. Might be a little dirt in front of it right now. Got a bunch of shields in front of it, so you got it so guarded. But that's what I go off on. But it take a lot. It take a lot. And even in that friendship, I know there's gonna be things that come where I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. But it does that shake the friendship. Now, if it come out some shit, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You got 97 bodies in Wyoming. Oh no, I don't know, buddy, because I don't want to catch this case with you. So that I might have to back off. But other than that, no. Like I said, I want to get to know who you are because I want you to know who I am. And I want to know that it's who I am that you love, not this part of me that you like. You know what I mean? Oh, she's funny. But I don't like the fact that she loves everybody. Some these crazy stuff people don't like about you. I never know no more. People don't like it. I don't like your hair. You like, what the hell? So you don't like me because of that? They only under an avatar, so I don't like them. Why do you care? Why do you care? But then it's people who show their face and you're breaking them down, how they look, how their house look, who in the background, what was on the wall, who called, is that a fingerprint, the refrigerator, how much food on the shelf. That's why people want to be avatar most of the time. Then sometimes people want to be an avatar because I might be sitting in here doing my live, but it might be people walking in and out my house. So to keep them out the video, I just might go on have. You never know. Why do people have to explain? But on the internet, you got to give your medical records. You know what I mean? You got to tell who you was sleeping with. You got to tell the brand of condom. I mean, just it's too much. I can't do all this. It's too much. Cooks with love. How you doing? How you doing? But I'm telling you, people that'll be on here, and this is the YouTube edition. We ain't even going to, and you be like, dang, you is deeply invested in nothing. I mean, deeply invested in nothing. And I can't even lie to y'all. When I come on here, you know what brings me joy? Y'all coming in the chat talking to y'all. I don't care if you're a creator or a subscriber. When you come in here and we laughing and we getting along, and like I said, my minds ain't got to be standing like Malcolm X at the gate. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good day to me. We ain't up in here, bitch this and bitch that, and fuck your mama's dog, and your cat can kiss my ass, and hold on a second. Just hold on. Is that the police at your door? Because I called them for no reason. But they'll be on the internet doing some shit we should not only just call the police. We should call every law enforcement agency ever made, but they won't call them. We're not gonna call them. I'm gonna take a screenshot because I'm talking about it tomorrow on my show. No, baby. And some of it's mandatory. Some of it you gotta do. But I'm not talking about the shit you gotta do. I'm just saying some of the shit we on here doing. Some of the shit we on here doing. Come on, y'all. All over the internet, not in one place. Some of it is ridiculous. And I just want to know, for 2023, is YouTube going to start a cheerleading division? because it's a lot of cheerleaders up here. I mean, I've seen some any cheerleaders in the audience, so they can tell me what they call like figure ring. You know, they do them, they get it all up on each other, they doing all that stuff. What is it called? Because I see a lot of that going on around here. I mean, we should just have a whole. Remember when you used to be able to watch the cheerleading competition? I want to see who cheerleading for people. I want to see their cheerleading team come together and put me on a show. That would be such a good presentation for the end of the year. I just wish the cheerleaders would just all get together. They don't even got to wear uniforms. They can just get together. Just make sure you clap at the same time. Because half of y'all is clapping at different times. Y'all don't know if you want to clap on, clap off. The lights are on and off. I'm confused. Queen of Sheba. I saw my baby was live when I came on. How you doing? Oh, the dancing dolls. I used to love dancing dolls. I loved all those little dancing shows though. What was the one with the crazy coach, but she could help them girls get in shape? I know what I'm talking about. Her name wasn't Diana. What was her name? She was heavy set. What was her name? Oh, yeah, I know what show I'm talking about. Is that Tiaras? No, that's not Tiaras. Because they were dancing. Is it Dance Moms? What was that show? It was on for years, and sometimes I'm like, these kids are dancing inappropriate. But I realized it's dancing. So when you get into that dance, you gotta be like, "Who these little girls?" And we be talking about the ones in pageants. You be like, "Who these little girls are growing up too fast for me? They gyrating, and they gyrating." But I love them little damn man. But like I said, at first I was like, "Oh, these kids are too young to dance like that." But then when I really understood, like it's dancing. That's what they're doing. They're dancing. And they're actually doing it in just a dancing way. They're not at the club trying to get a date or a drink. They're actually just dancing. Yes, Abby. Yes, dance. Yes, I used to love that show. Y'all. I used to. Oh my god! And was it me or in the last couple of seasons was she walking off every episode? I'm like, okay, girl, you is not gonna quit. You coming back? You are coming back, girl. We will have another season. We will have another season. So I like all them dancing shows. But I remember the Dancing Dolls. They had that controversy. Not with they one of their girls passed away, didn't she recently? But I know that one I got tired of the mamas. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need them to get their own show, a spin-off show called The Dancing Doll Mamas. Because y'all feel like I feel like y'all doing too much. Like you know how you just know somebody trying to get some attention. You're like, oh God, they are trying to get a spin-off show. They are trying to get a spin-off show. But it was one of the other groups they would dance against. Something had went on with one of the coaches was messing with one of the girls on the what was he messing with one of the young men on the girl? I can't remember. Something was going on. I remember that was a couple of seasons ago. Insane Cat Mama. Hey. I am so excited about the trips here. My Martine in the building. Hey, mermaid. Kristen, how you doing? Yeah, I used to love that show. And so, like, guys, I really know I have to get caught up because we were supposed to be talking about The Masked Singer. Has anybody even watched it? Anybody in here watched it? Anybody watched The Masked Singer? You know, we're on episode 4 as of yesterday. Like, anybody watched it? Anybody. Did you watch it? Because I am literally like 2 episodes behind. So there's your proof fire. Oh, I get in at 8 o'clock. Matter of fact, time to put my itinerary. I tell you right now. I know how you saying I get in like 6 minutes before. I was like, that's if my plane on time. But you know what? We always come out of Chicago flying, so we probably get there early. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Right. So that was not my itinerary. There we go. All right, crazy cat mama. I leave from here at 6:45, so I get to Vegas at 8:40 a.m. Yes, I get in early. I get in early. I'm like, oh, they give me that whole day. Like, yeah, and then oily. You getting in the morning, crazy cat mama? Because I know you driving in. Is it finally home? Right, because she said I come in like 6 minutes before. Because she come in around that time. We probably make it the same time. I'm wondering if you said I was allowed a cat nap. Okay, okay. Oh, good. So we'll be there around the same time. Yeah, I'm coming in ready to go. I'm taking my Dramamine. It's a 5-hour flight for me. So I'm definitely taking the double dose of my Dramamine because I can't fly. I can't get in cars sometimes depending on how we ride, and you know what I mean, on the highway, especially on the road trip. I'm definitely gonna be on Dramamine because I will catch motion sickness sometimes, and you never know how it's gonna go. So when I don't know, I'm like, I'm just gonna take a Dramamine today. So sometimes if I'm out and if I'm walking, I don't care. I'm not gonna catch motion sickness walking, but I will catch motion sickness sometimes. So definitely for that 5 hour. But I plan to sleep most of the flight. I definitely want to be awake for the end of the flight because I want to see you coming in. You know what I mean? I want to come in there and I want to see what it looked like leaving at night. Hey, mermaid. Yeah, next week, next Thursday. I didn't. It didn't hit me until today that I'm like, wait, that's next week. That is next week. Yeah, it's next Thursday. I'm excited. I do too, Tina. Right. So he's on credit patrol. As soon as I heard get a ticket, I said, wait a minute. I looked right over at my brother and I said, well, you'll be keeping Nino. I was so glad he was right there. That way he could put it right on his schedule. Man, it's funny you saying that, Tina, because one of the things I can't wait to do is give him a hug. Like meet him. And what they'll learn is the exact energy you see is who I am. She said he has no clue when you leave next week. They say he don't even know. She'll tell him. Look, he'll tell him. He'll tell him before Thursday, even if it's Wednesday. That's before Thursday. That's before you leaving. Be walking out the door like, I see you Sunday. Like, where you going? Oh, I'm just driving to Vegas. Just taking a trip, hanging with the homies. Lisa, how you doing? She said, should I say it? Stay quiet. I swear that would be me, and not even for torture, just with people how I did. Like, maybe I'll tell him, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll call him on the road, and he's like, "Where are you going to?" And I'm like, "I'm Vegas. I'm Vegas. Vegas. When you be back Sunday?" Then I'm no good. I tell you at the last minute and say some stuff like, "Remember I told you a couple of weeks ago." No, and I ain't told you. Remember I ain't told you that. I knew you wasn't listening because you was watching the game. You was watching the game. You wasn't really paying attention to what I was saying. I didn't really say it. I just realized today that today I was leaving, and you ain't mentioned a thing. But then on the other side of men, you've been unpack the bag in front of them. You've been saying in front of them like, "Oh, you know what? They said in Vegas it's gonna be like 80 degrees this weekend. Maybe I should bring some shorts." And they'll say, "Man, it's gonna be 80 in Vegas." But they won't think to ask you why you care what the weather gonna be in Vegas. So that's how you get them. Like, remember yesterday I was putting on the clothes in front of you? Why would I have done that? Why would I have been packing if you didn't know? Remember you was like, "Yeah, it's warm in Vegas." Remember you said that? Because you knew I was going to Vegas. Yeah, I don't know, not. Oh yeah, there's nothing worse than having to use your vacay time, and it's not for. Oh, and it's on your spine. Oh my. And so I know that helps make that worse. So that sounds like a major surgery. When do you have to have it? Oh, go enjoy your supper. Enjoy, enjoy. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I will. Mhm. Oh yeah, because you won't be able to just be working even though you're at home. Mm. Oh, you get them too, Crazy Cat Mama? Oh yeah, anything by that spine always sounds so. I always wanted, they call them a tramp stamp, but I still want one, a tattoo back there. But I just think about like, oh, what if something went wrong? The further up they going, I just always think, oh, I don't want to mess with my spine. That's why to all these young kids taking these pills. Trust me, this is just a quick PSA. To all you young kids taking them pills, yes, fentanyl is deadly. It's wiping y'all out. It's wiping adults out. It is deadly. But I also want y'all to know that these other pills are deadly. They are causing lots of things. Ecstasy causes fluid on your spine. Like these drugs are very dangerous. They are very dangerous, and they may seem easy to use and easy to use around your parents, and your parents can't detect them. But you are hurting yourself. And I'm all about taking care of this here kingdom. You are a kingdom. You are a kingdom. So the first person that got to take care of that kingdom is you. So all y'all shorties out here, rock star lifestyle just won't make it. Lean in, drink all that, baby. Y'all are destroying your temples. You are destroying your temples, and the adults too. But you grown. I'm talking to the youth though, real quick. I had to say that. I had to say that because in pills, we talk about the fentanyl. It's dangerous. They got enough fentanyl to wipe us all out. What I'm saying is, but these other ones too, because some of these kids thinking you can't trust none of them. They all probably got fentanyl, as far as I'm concerned. But they are dangerous. They're dangerous. They're dangerous, and they're wiping out the youth. It makes me very sad. Very, very sad. Ren Rock, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I hope it does too, sis. When are you getting it done? Oh, butterfly kisses. Hey, sis. I'm trying to see if I missed when you're getting the procedure done. Oh, October 25th. Oh, that when we come. Oh, right after we come back. Okay. But yes, and nothing but prayers and good vibes up for you. Yeah, when it involves the worries, it'll worry. Yeah. Because they'll make it sound so simple. Oh, it's nothing. Just gonna do this, roll get the spine, hope no fluid. Then you get you nervous and they be like, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. But he's gonna be fine. Oh, definitely. Thank you. That's right. We sending prayer and love all around. Healing vibes where you even have it. Shoot, healing vibes that hopefully you can have some days of not as much pain that you've been in until you have. Now, will this reduce your pain? Will this reduce? Because I know you're going to still have a sciatica nerve pain, but will this reduce it, some of it? Because it'll take that pressure off. Will this help? Yes, she is. She is a soldier. And she's just been getting better and better and better. And I love it. I love it. You know, we weeble, we wobble, but we don't fall down. And that's the strength. That's the strength of these soldiers, men and women that we are. But like I said, when we up in here, we put the weapons on, we take the guards down, and we just come from the heart and let it reach the heart. That's it. Let it reach the heart. Because I promise you, sometimes even if you know how it is, I told y'all when I'm in a room with somebody who I can't stand and I don't even give it attention. I mean, I'm talking about I don't give it no attention. Where I'm not even thinking like, oh, you was good for not giving attention. I'm talking about I gave it no attention. None. I feel so good because I didn't get in my energy. You got to stop giving people your energy, man. Me giving all your energy out, and then when you need some energy, you are broke on energy because you done gave it all out for all this nonsense. Not me. I save my energy for when it's needed, so then I can be the Incredible Hulk because I got so much energy. Oh no, I've had a kidney stone. I had so many gallstones they fell into my liver duct. I had my gallbladder removed. Yeah, that kidney stone. What I didn't understand about that kidney stone was how is that thing that tiny and that painful? And I only passed one that I saw. So if I passed another one, I sure didn't see it. I only saw one that I saw. But I had to be in the hospital. Like I had the fever. The pain was unbearable. Unbearable. Oh, it was unbearable. But when I had them gallstones, first, it'd be like, oh, you have a flare up because you ate something spicy. Or you might have a flare up because you ate something greasy. Or you might have went out and had some drinks and like, oh my God, there was too much sugar in the drink. I had all this stuff that I was cutting off, like, oh no, because that's what's flaring up that pain. And the pain would just feel so bad. It felt like it was in your back. It was, oh my God, it would hurt so bad. And then one day I was eating a biscuit. And I'm like, how did the biscuit flare up a pain? Like and my gallbladder was covered in gallstones. Covered. You couldn't even see my gallbladder covered in gallstones. But that was painful. And I still have what they call phantom gallbladder attacks, and my gallbladder has been out of my body for almost 21 years. And I still have phantom sometimes if I'm eating a lot real bad, I have those attacks, hmm But they don't last as long. Oh, to your plate. Oh, oh, crazy cat mama. Crazy cat mama. Oh yeah, and I can only imagine how painful that was. Mm. Ooh, that just sound painful. Yes, I can't wait to get out telling y'all stories. Did I speak to my butterfly kisses when you came in? Hey sis. It does. That's what I said. It sound painful. Oh, oh. Cause those stones attaching to anything. Oh, oh. Mm-mm. Like I said, mine were. it was so many that they had started falling off, and they were in my liver duct, and they had went so much on the lining of my liver that I had to get the test for hepatitis just to make sure, those different forms of hepatitis, to make sure that I didn't destroy the lining of my liver. So they do a liver biopsy to test and run these tests. But yeah, I was like, oh, all this from gallstones? Shoot. But I tell you, my doctor was like, please. He was like, I take out gallstones like it's nothing. I mean, gallbladders like it's nothing. Like he's like, it's nothing. When he was talking about the procedure, like, it ain't nothing. I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna remove it, though. Go back to like bone. He lying. Cause that pain, even though they do the little here, and here, and they take it out, nah, still was pain. It wasn't as painful as when you have your stomach cut open. Like I said, I've had that done. That's more painful because it takes longer for the muscles to heal. You feel everything, but oh no, it's still pain when you got them. And don't let nobody tell you, because you just had them little incision cuts and they did it at laparoscopic or whatever. It ain't nothing. They lying. They ain't had a surgery. They lying. It's still pain. And shoot, I'm over 40, so it's still pain. Oh yeah, I do that sometimes too. Oh no, I didn't mean to say laughing. I thought I pushed the hug. They be right next to each other sometimes because I've been laughing at something and I've been sending out hugs all day. We do. Crazy Cat Mom. We put ourselves right on the back burner. Let me tell you something. When I started loving myself and getting myself together, I realized how many things were out of place. And here's the funny thing is the process started a couple of years before I even knew that the mental process was starting. So it was like, okay, wait a minute. I broke my tooth. I didn't have insurance. For years, I had this cap. You know what I mean? Needs change to get a crown, whatever. Just start thinking of all the things you didn't take care of. Think about all the times that when you went to the hospital, you were like on your way into surgery, planning the surgery because you're just letting yourself fall apart and you're gambling. You playing Russian roulette with your life. Like real talk. And I was like, wait, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Like we gotta follow the signs. Okay, I'm not doing too good. I can't just, okay, if I'm not doing good tomorrow, because I used to be that person. Okay, tomorrow, or if I was working that week, like, okay, but at the end of the week, if I'm still feeling like this, I'm just gonna go ahead and do something. Now, you don't win a whole week feeling like shit. Like, we don't. We put ourselves on the back burner. We forget the things that just used to be simple that made us happy. We don't even do that no more. Simple stuff. I used to love to go to Wendy's, get a baked potato, or get a chili, put that chili all in that baked potato and dig it out. And I was excited. That was a treat. And I enjoyed it. Let it Friday come and I didn't go get that. I was mad. Or let me go to Wendy's, they ain't have sour cream pouches when I did it. 'Cause I'm like, oh, y'all ruining the whole thing. Now I got to go home and eat it. I normally eat it in the car before I go home. I don't even get the kids none. I'm like, they going to eat something at home. This is my treat to myself. But they forgot. Because then I one day was doing it and I was like, I am a terrible mother. Because I'm eating Wendy's and I ain't getting the kids none. How that make me a terrible mother? I can't be a hungry mother that was by myself and decided to get myself. I ain't walk in the house with Wendy's and then just look at them and laugh. Yeah, but I used to think about stuff like that. Like, man, you just stop doing anything for yourself. You stop caring. I'm not going to get nobody all that money. Go on no beauty shop. I literally went. When I was 17, had a pedicure. Then the next time I went and had a pedicure, y'all, no joke, I was probably about 32. No joke. And I never cared about stuff like that. Just didn't. I just never did. I never cared. Because when I was thinking about breaking down the money and everything else, there was a lot of things and cutting. And when you cut, you're going to cut yourself first. First person you're going to short is you. And then especially if you got expensive habits about everything else, if your shoes, anything else, it's like, oh shit, I got definitely got some of this stuff. But I definitely ain't I'm not gonna cut on my shoes. I ain't about to. Now I'm gonna cut a line and stop, but I'm not cutting down on what I'm putting on my feet. Because I say if you got a nice coat, good shoes, and if you're a purse carrier, a nice purse, it'll look like you're doing good. You under it, you buy me in the son of a gun, but on the outside, baby, they swear, man. Yeah, nice coat, that nice bag, nice shoes on. But I was shorting myself, my health, my mental, raising them kids. I wish parenting was so easy. It is definitely work. And the one thing that nobody reminds you when they tell you is when you have kids, the stuff that you were dealing with in your life before you had kids, it don't go away. And oh yeah, by the way, some other stuff gonna be happening in your life. It's gonna be breakups, makeups, losses, all kind of stuff, jobs changing, homes catching fire, all type of things are gonna happen in life while you're a parent. They don't tell you about all that. They don't. Mm-hmm. Ooh. What's the L4 and L5? Mm. Well, I hope it brings some relief. I really do. I always tell people the one good thing about when you have a surgery is if they took away what was causing the pain, then it's a different kind of pain. I mean, I'm in a healing pain. At least I know when this heals, I'll be better. Yes, that definitely sounds painful. Yep, yep. Very strong. Hey, Mims. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, so you have the same thing, butterfly kisses, and it just flared out while you was vacuuming. Oh, oh. So I said, you never know what somebody going through. Oh, oh, now I know about them pinched nerves and stuff. My brother-in-law, he had what is it down here in your back, but his was rubbing. His was rubbing together. But I mean, he's 6'4". I never seen this man in the pain he was in before that. And he's actually had to have two different back surgeries. But this last one he just had about 2 years ago seems to be the best one. He seems he's back to running again. Hmm. But oh, that back pain. Oh, you had a back surgery too? Oh, oh, definitely. Definitely hug him. I said, this hug's from Tina. Mm. Right. Oh, because yours came from giving birth, Tina. Mm. Oh, you gotta have enough. Yeah, that's just what was going on with him. And at first, they had gave him, I guess, like a shot. I don't know if it was a steroid, and that helped for a second. But at that time, he was doing TSA and selling shoes. He was like 20 years into selling shoes. But just that squatting down to your knees, back up the stairs, pulling that and whatever. But his back was oh, and just when I think of that day, I came to the house and he was on the floor, and I thought, this is bad. This is bad. He was in the hospital the next day. Yeah, this is bad. And then whatever happened a few years later, 2 years ago, and this was like toward the end of the pandemic. So when things was, I guess you could say, starting to get back, but he had to have a surgery. Mm. That's why I was always so scared of epidurals. I knew some epidural nightmare stories, and I just so scared of them. Ooh, so that means you are constantly in pain, butterfly kisses. Oh, thank God. Thank God. But I'm telling you, I swear, I thought they told my eye surgery with my cornea transplant was a whole outpatient surgery. So I thought, oh, outpatient. Because when my surgeries are something, you gotta get spend the night. You know what I mean? You gotta do this. You have the so I don't just because people say outpatient, I'll be like, oh, that don't make it simple. That don't mean it was gonna be. Because I'm telling y'all, he said outpatient. He said, "Oh, it'll take about an hour, 2 hours. Then we gotta let you sit around for like an hour, 2 hours. You know what I mean? After the surgery, it's about 4 hours." I was like, "Oh, that ain't shit. Look, that ain't shit." Mm. Oh wow. Oh no, he was saying it about. I thought he was saying kids have had it. I was saying, "Whoa, well, kids have had it," but he was saying you had 8 kids. Ain't no way you should be scared of that. Oh man, you know what? What show was that when somebody had what's that one of the housewives with their neck? And it was something going on. I don't think it was rheumatoid arthritis, but it was like, was that one of the housewives where she had the thing going on with her neck? I don't know if that was oh, I'm trying to remember that because I remember thinking when she would describe it, like, man, it sounds almost like a permanent crick. And I'm surprised. Like to me, Eddie is doing great. Like you would just think when you have a major surgery like that, and then like I said, all of us, none of us are old. Because my grandma said you're as old as you are. You know what I mean? That you're supposed to be. So when you go, that's the age you're supposed to be. But none of us are old. But when you get older, you just heal different. You heal slower. You don't. But he is bouncing back like 21. Because like I said, I've had surgeries at 20. You know what I mean? And I had this eye at 40. Oh, jumpity jeebies. I can't imagine. I had surgeries at 20, came out the hospital with 25 stitches in my stomach, 25, 30 stitches. I can't remember the number right this second, but I know it's over 20. Stitches in my stomach like a smiley face, a bikini cut in my stomach. And I was outside the day I came home from the hospital. I went outside. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I was in a lot of pain. I made my staples bleed. I didn't even have stitches. I had staples in my stomach. Oh, my goodness. But I was outside because I was young, dumb, and a lot better on the bounce back. When you young, that bounce back ain't nothing. Boy, you get older, the bounce back. I told y'all I kick it 2 days. I gotta sleep 2 days. I kicked it so hard in LA in 2018. I came home and had to rest for the 4 days I was in LA. Like, oh my God, I need a week. Don't call me. Don't talk about it. I got to rest because I'm getting old out here. To be young, yeah. A year. They said it was a year in healing time. Wow. 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 Yeah, man, that's a lot, sweetie. That's why we got to make sure we got to keep the stress down too. As much, I mean, because let me say something. If you got kids, if you got a man, if you got a job, if you got any of them things, honey, stress come with it. We all know. And in life, I mean, if you drive, stress come with it. So we got to keep that stress that we can avoid or we can kind of get out of because they ain't doing us no justice. We got to keep it down because that stress will help any ailment we got going on in our body. You know what I mean? It'll make it worse. It'll make it more. We want you in less pain. I love when you're around me. mm. You've been married for 30 years? Doom, how you doing? Doom got wives. Look, Doom got wives in Navy men everywhere. You had me dreaming about Marines the other night because I was just talking. You wasn't even talking about Marines. You just like you got me all in my military bag. My whole dirty mind was coming out. I had a dream. It was a movie called A Few Good Men, starring a few good Marines. One of the Marines was Denzel, one was Sean Connery. You know, it got wild up in there. It got real wild up in this room. You're not being a baby. Yeah, we know you're not being a baby. Man, and the things you all are naming are things that really, oh, that are pain. They are very painful. They have painkillers that come with them that are knock you off your feet, and I'm sure they just help you to be comfortable. Please, please. Yeah, back pain is horrible. Then arthritis and all that on top of it. Oh no, bunny. We know it's not nothing nice. Yeah, she said they're talking about her having another back surgery. Pain patches. Are those like icy hot patches? That's right. Reclaim your freedom. Really? Wow, Tina, I didn't know you never took in the pain. Wow, that is amazing. That's such a trooper. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The fact that you can get around Corn's mom. Wow, the fact that you can get around. Mm. Oh, you fell on a hill. What were you doing? Were you sledding or you were like going down the hill and then just lost control? That's why I do not like walking downhill. I will go downhill in different kind of ways, but sometimes I'm gonna go almost in the side foot, like how you hit stairs when you hit them. Like if you see somebody hitting them stairs, not hitting them straight foot, you got kind of side foot. You know what I mean? I don't know, but just that run, skip, walking down a hill, I don't like because if my body starts speeding up, I have to catch the speed it's going to, or I'm gonna lose balance. So that's what I'm trying to. We used to run down Berry Hill, this hill that people go sledding on. We used to run down it. Then one day we learned there was too many little holes up in there, and one of my buddies just about broke his whole foot off. Mm. Mm. Oh, you've tried that patch before? I'm just wondering if it's a pain patch. That's probably a good one if it works for those kind of pains you all are having. That must mean it's a pretty strong pain patch. I remember heating pads. Yeah, sometimes when I was having them gallbladder pains, I didn't know what it were. They were. I used my heating pad. I would use my heating pad all the time. They don't even make heating pads like they used to. Probably because the way they used to make them, they could burn your whole bed down. But oh, I used to love my heating pad. Got it from my grandma. Go clean up. I'm gonna get out of here in a few minutes. But thanks for coming through. Have a good night. Have a good night. Tomorrow's Friday. Doesn't it, hey, just being me, doesn't it always get you like something to work for you or something doesn't work for you and people will be praising you thinking, dang, I wish I could get that thing to work for me like that. That's how I felt about Icy Hot. Like people swore to me, Icy, oh, Icy Hot, Icy Hot. Oh, I'm telling you, Don't nothing work for me like icy hot, like icy hot, like icy hot. Warming a towel up in the microwave works better than me than icy hot. Like it just did not work for me like that. I don't know. Maybe it's the hot. I don't know. I'd rather use ice pack and then use a hot towel. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Was he okay though? Because I would hate to hear that was a double tragic story. Mm. But look at you, Queen. You messed your leg up going to protect your king. Who made the choice? We are. That's why we get along so well. We are just one big bunch of the same old thing. Mm. Oh. Mm. He had got dizzy. Oh. We just talking about different incidents. Corn's mom was telling us about how she fell 3 years ago and busted her knee open, and then they were talking about like RA and the sciatica. What is it called? Sciatica. The sciatica nerve. Is that what it is? A nerve, right? And then backs. We were talking about really. It all started talking about the worst pains are back pains and toothaches. And then I was like, oh, please. And don't forget about those doggone ear. I learned that recently. Woof, I had that ear infection. That's how it all got started. Then, of course, we all done been there 50 billion things. So then we just started. Oh, yeah, because Tina's having a surgery on the 25th, a procedure on the 25th. That's how we get talking about the nerve. I'm like, how do we get talking about the back? That's how. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to let go when you've been in something so long because it's too familiar. I know that's right. Sciatic nerve. Okay. Yes, we gotta remember that date, the 25th. 2 days after that Vegas, baby. I can't wait, ma'ams. Right, to give me a whole new thing. Say they making everything else. I know they making backs now. Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, that do you get the Phantom Queen of Sheba? I was just saying when I had my gallbladder, because Crazy Cat Mama said, which one do you think is worse, gallstones or kidney stones? I said I've had both, and they're both terrible. But do you still get phantom gallbladder attacks, or did you afterwards completely change your diet? Like, because some people after like their gallbladder, they completely just change their diet completely. Okay. I told you, Tina, ever since you said by the spine, I just keep thinking major. Oh, y'all are so close. And that's what I thought about. Like, that's why I made my ticket for the 24th to go home because originally I was like, I'm going to go to Arizona, um, and see my family because they're so close. They're in Arizona, but they're like 3.5 hours away. Like they're not far. My brother. And I want to see him, and then that way I'd have a whole day. But then today, my nephew had my other great niece. She was born this morning at 5:30 a.m. So I know they are tied down now, and that's next week. I'm like, wait, that's next week on them. And I know that they'll be like, we'll do it. But you're doing so much, and there's so much going on. And since it was last minute, I'm like, you know what? I'll just later on make an Arizona trip, and I will just spend some time with them in Arizona. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna switch my day to the 23rd. Okay, who me? Yes, ma'ams. Wait, how long did ma'am say she was staying? Wait, who are you congratulating? I want to congrat. Mm-hmm. And then you scared. Whenever you have, like anybody who's ever had something with your stomach and the things you ate, or those kind of problems when you ate something, you had the worst, whatever it was, gas, heartburn, acid reflux, whatever it might have been, it'll have you scared to eat. Just scared, especially like if you're out in public, you're really, or people who have what is it, IBS? Yeah, it just when that stomach. Sometimes I'll take pictures of food, guys. I kid you not. That is what I ate. I didn't eat it no time when I first got it because at that time I couldn't eat it, or I might have took a bite of it and I didn't wasn't eating on it for a little while. 'Cause sometimes my stomach just does that, and sometimes my stomach's like, "Oh, you can eat." It need to do it. I'll wake up and I'm like, I want a coffee, I want a smoothie, I want that, but I don't want food. I can eat some fruit. I can't drink milk. I can't do dairy when I first wake up, unless we put in some coffee. I can't do dairy. Oh, your granddaughter's birthday is Sunday. Yes, yes, that's right. Cause you right, we right next to each other. I could jump on the Greyhound from downtown and right. And I hate the Greyhound, so I love you, Sue. I'd probably wait a minute. I might have to metro to you. Say, wait, I'm just gonna fly, man. I teach y'all now. If I flew to Indianapolis, it costs the same as it's costing me to fly to Las Vegas. You be like, wait, for this 45-minute flight? They gonna be like 325 each way to Indianapolis. I can hitchhike. I can hitchhike. There's an air show this weekend. Ooh, 7, big girl. Happy birthday. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I tell people all the time, enjoy them while they little. Enjoy them while they young, because they gonna come teenagers, you gonna want to every day. Then sometimes you got them sweet teenagers that you're like, oh my God, where did I get them from? Oh my Jesus, they're just perfect. They're not teenagers. I don't know who they are. They just went from kids to adults. They're not teenagers. God bless every one of them. Every one of those that exist. Don't you let them children tell y'all that you're a lame, you're a nerd, you bad. You are the best. You're the best ever. But most teenagers, I don't care what you think they do. Like, please, they gonna be teenagers. They teenagers. They know everything and don't know nothing. They answer the question, they ain't even heard the question yet. I mean, they got the answer. And then they become young adults and they really think they know everything because they over legal age, they 21, so they can do just about anything I guess they want to, but what they supposed to do. But they a whole different beast too. Can't wait till they in their 30s. Is that when it get easy? Please, mothers, if you got some kids in their 30s, tell me that's when it get better. I feel like I was at my best potential in state with my mother and my family when I was hitting them 30s. You know, I think I was a little better there. I definitely have been the best child she's ever had in my 40s. I'm only 42. I've been the best ever. The best. Her favorite. Hmm. Okay. Oh, well, if you an hour from Indianapolis, then you closer to me then, because Indianapolis is 3 hours from me. Yep, Indianapolis is 3 hours from me. I'm gonna come have a pajama party with my Susan. I mean, with my Tina. And I'm gonna be in Greek food heaven. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I'm gonna love the conversation. I'm gonna love meeting the doggies. I'm gonna love everything. But I'm gonna be in the Greek food heaven. That you must know. That you must know. You got one son and one grandson. I have grandsons. I'm about to have two granddaughters. I have two grandsons. I have two granddaughters, and I have two sons and a daughter. My one son has two daughters. My other son has two sons. My daughter has no children. Okay. You know I'm excited because I know it's delicious. Tina, I already know. I already know. And they say when you cook with love and from that heart, oh honey, you give it its own flavor. So then if you already adding the right flavors and everything else, it's even better. It's even better. It is even better. Well, it is 8:03. I'm about to get ready to wrap up in here because Miss Heidi Black and Debbie are going live, and I need to catch up because I am behind. Like, I watched Sister Wives. I did not watch. I'm actually in the middle of it. The Real Housewives. So I was like, let me finish it up before they get started, so that I could be on the full fledged of laughing and enjoying with them. So I'm gonna get ready to do that, guys. I have enjoyed chit chatting and running my mouth, catching up with you all. I have enjoyed all the love we are showing and sharing. You're only responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for anybody else. Not their actions, not their words, none of that. So if you're doing your part, you're doing the part. That's all you can do. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. Thank you. Thank you for all the love that you all are giving. Thank you for everybody continuing to rewatch and keep watching my videos until my numbers come in. Even though I know we've done, the fact that you're still just doing it. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the respect. And I will see you all later. Man, you done came up in here. Hey, sis. Dang, I came out. You know I ain't gonna not come and say hey. Now you know I ain't. How you doing? How you doing? But yes, everybody. So, like I said, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I also not only have to watch the end of the Housewives, I gotta take me out before that too because he's actually sat here so good this whole time. I guess him and my brother I knocked out. I don't know. They must have had a booked and busy day. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Love you and see you later. Thank you, Martina, for coming in. And I know you were in pain. Thank you, my Susan. And I will catch you guys later. Bye bye. Oh, Bubba. Come here, Bub. Come and say hello. Come and say, come, God bless you. Good night. Your Russell Simmons voice. Come here. Yeah, look. Come here, Bub. Come on. You tell him God bless you and good night. Bubba says good night. See, we out.